Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berry ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
This podcast goes back to the 60s and 70s when Herb Alpert was flying high with a lot of hits. A man who wrote some of Alpert's hits was Julius Wechter, the leader of the Baja Marimba Band. Julius played vibes and percussion for the Martin Denny Group and then worked for Sonny and Cher, the Beach Boys, and many more recording artists of that time. He played percussion on the Tijuana Brass's first hit, The Lonely Bull. He composed the hit Spanish Flea for Herb Alpert. The tune was used in one of the Simpsons episodes. Julius found success on his own with the Baja Marimba Band.
Hello?
Julius Wechter, please?
Yes, speaking.
Yes, Julius, Bob Berry, WOKY Milwaukee.
Hiya, Bob. How are you?
I'm fine. You know, every time I think of you and the Baja Marimba Band, I want to just shout, there's something about your music that really gets you going, you know? And you're back together again, right?
Yeah, in the 50s, Bob. And then I joined Herb. Well, Herb Alpert and I went to high school together, and when he formed his record company, he called all his friends to play on the record, The Lonely Bull. And I was fortunate to be one of his friends and have done all his albums ever since. I still record with Herb. And he and I formed the Baja Marimba Band as the second artist for A&M Records in 1962.
And you wrote quite a few hits, including Spanish Flea for Herb Alpert. And then you did some studio work. Who did you back up in studio work?
Oh, well, in the 60s, when records were being made all day and night, there were some times when most of the guys had worked 12 or 13 record dates a week. And we did a lot of the Phil Spector stuff. I worked with the Righteous Brothers and Glenn Campbell. And as a matter of fact, that was the days of Shindig. Do you remember the rock show on ABC?
Oh, sure.
A lot of stars came out of that, including the Baja Marimba Band, Herb Alpert, Donald Lauren, Bobby Sherman, the Righteous Brothers, and on and on. Then we broke up in 1970. It just got to be too much. We were on the road 9 months a year for 5 years. And when we weren't on the road, we were in the studio. We made 13 albums. And we just decided to take a rest. I didn't know it was going to last 10 years.
Has your act changed a lot from the way it was in the 60s?
Well, the thing that worked in the 60s is what we're keeping in, the low-keyed humor and the costumes and smoking cigars and, of course, the golden oldie-type music. However, we do realize this is 1981 and we have updated the music tremendously.
What's your favorite bit? What gets the biggest response?
Well, we have several. We work with empty maracas. Our trumpet player and our trombone player go to the front and play a maraca solo, and one of them walks away, leaving the other playing the maracas with no sound coming out. Always works. It's awful and corny, but people like to be fooled. People like the old stuff. I think vaudeville is coming back. I hope it is.
I expected you to have a Mexican accent.
No, I'm Jewish. I'm from Chicago.
Is that right? Oh, that's wild.
Hi, this is Julius Wechter with Bob Berry and WOKY.
Bob Berry. Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast on iTunes or wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all the episodes at WisconsinBroadcastingMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Angels Kids Fund and Donate Life Wisconsin. The preceding program was made possible by a generous contribution from Terry Bond.